So if you think, why is Baruch, your very own Sabbath, the Tikkun Elevator Kolo, reading this story of King David? So I think it was really said very nicely by a Hasidic rabbi that was listening to. He said that I want to learn this material. I want it fresh in my mind. And I'd like to have a chance to be able to share it. So basically that's what it is. I'm going to learn it by myself anyway. But me, I'm a talker, so I like to talk. So please accept what I'm offering. And this is chapter 22 in the book of Samuel, the first book of Samuel. Let's go on. It says that David went away from there and escaped to the cave of Adullam. And his brothers and all his father's household heard and went down to him there. Every man who was in distress, and every man who a creditor, now he owed money, and every man of embittered spirit gathered themselves to him, and he became a chief over them. And there were about 400 men with him. And David went from there to Mitzpah, Moab. And he said to the king of Moab, what did he say? Let my father and mother come out now with you, until I know what God will do for me. And he brought them before the king of Moab, and they stayed with him all the time that David was in the stronghold. And God the prophet said to David, you shall not stay in the stronghold. Go and enter the land of Judah. And David went and came to the forest of Hers. And Saul heard that David and the men who were with him had become known, and Saul was sitting in Galbea under the tamarisk tree on a hill, and the spear was in his hand, and all his servants were standing by him. And Saul said to his servants who were standing by him, hearken now, O Benjaminites, because Saul was in the tribe of Benjamin of Benjamin. Will the son of Jesse also give all of you fields and vineyards? Will he appoint all of you captains of thousands and captains of hundreds? For all of you have rebelled against me, and no one reveals to me when my son made a covenant with the son of Jesse, Yishai, which is, of course, David's father, and David. And no one of you feels sorry for me, or reveals to me that my son has incited my servant to rise up against me, to lie in wait as of this day. Then Doeg the Edomi, the Edomite, who was appointed over Saul's servants, answered and said, I saw the son of Jesse come to Nob, to Ahimelech the son of Ahitub, and he inquired. He inquired of the Lord on his behalf, and gave him provisions, and gave him the sword of Goliath the Philistine, all of this. The king sent to call Ahimelech the son of Ahitub, this is really the word Achitov, my brother is good, that's really the name, the priest, and all of his father's household, the priests who were in Nob, and they all came to the king. And Saul said, listen now, O son of Achitub. He said, here I am, my lord. And Saul said to him, why have you rebelled against me, you and the son of Jesse, by your giving him food and a sword, and by inquiring of God on his behalf to rise up against me as one who lies in wait as of this day? And Ahimelech answered the king and said, now, who among all your servants is as faithful as David, who is the king's son-in-law, who goes to do your service, and is honored in your house? Have I begun today to inquire of God on his behalf? Far be it from me. Let not the king impute anything to his servant, nor to all of my father's household. For your servants knew nothing of all this, less or more. And the king said, you shall surely die, Ahimelech, you and all your father's household. And the king said to the footmen who were standing beside him, turn and put the priest of the Lord to death, for their hand is also with David. And because they knew that he was fleeing, and they did not inform me. And the king's servants would not put forth their hand to fall upon the priests of the Lord. And the king said to Doeg, you turn and fall upon the priests. And Doeg turned, and he fell upon the priests, and slew on that day 85 men, wearers of the linen ephod, meaning the garment of the priests. At Nob, the city of the priests, he smote with the sharp edge of the sword both man and woman, infant and suckling, and ox and ass and lamb, with the sharp edge of the sword. And one son of Ahimelech, whose name was Abiatar, escaped and fled after David. And Abiatar had told David that Shaul, in Hebrew it's Shaul, so I'm a little bit between, but anyway, that Saul had slain the priests of the Lord. And David said to Abiatar, I knew on that day that Doeg the Edomi was there, and that he would tell Saul, I brought about the death of every person of your father's household. Stay with me, fear not, for he who seeks my soul seeks your soul, for you shall be in safeguard with me. Baruch Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Kollel.